La, la, la. Welcome, all my aliens, apes, and zombies. It's Wednesday night, a special Wicked Craniums Wednesday for all my friends out there. And what we're going to do, we're going to break down a little bit of this NFT action. We're going to bring in an old friend, Psyduck, and a new friend, Griffden, to talk about these Wicked Craniums. But first, I want to talk about maybe where some of this money is moving. All right. So we have our Bitcoin chart. We're looking at the weekly chart here. As you can tell, a week ago, just under 33K. Right now, we're just under 35K. So 35K is looking like maybe 36K is looking like a level of resistance right here. And we're looking at Ethereum here. In the Ethereum chart for the week, man, look at it right here at the end of it, right here, almost at the daily. All right, we'll zoom in here to the daily. And look at that, getting that nice, hopefully that plateau is just going to stay right there and level off. All right. So what we see with that is we see actually some money leaving the overall NFT market. As you can see by the percentages down, CryptoPunks down a little bit. Bored Apes were down a little bit. The bulls on the block down a little bit. But look right here. We got Wicked Cranium. All right. Wicked Cranium's up 5% on the day. As we can see, we have 186 buyers with a total of 268 craniums being exchanged right here. So we're going to talk a little bit about the Wicked Craniums. We have from, feels like last week, but I think it was just on Saturday, we have Psyduck here. Psyduck, how are we doing?
Yo, 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 I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on again.
Well, it's an honor, my majesty, to be in your presence again. I wanted to touch base more. You know, we wanted to have a Wicked Wednesday, which we did. How have things been since we last talked?
Good, man. Good. I think, Cranium's the community is a strong one. It's still early, obviously, but like there's just a lot of great signs. It's not just me, but there's lots of other passionate people. If you just hang around Discord, you can tell it's just there's people that are in it for the long haul, and I think the numbers show. And I think it's still at a pretty attractable price, and I'm excited for where it's going.
I've noticed it as well. I've had tons of followers, being Wicked Cranium fans. I love seeing it. I see it popping up in their avatars all over the place. I mean, it's just flooded. And like you're saying, it's an awesome entry level point for a lot of newer NFT people to the NFT space. And that's what they're trying to do is they're trying to find the communities, which you're talking about, which makes it collectible and also the stake of value within it.
Yeah, totally. And I think what stands out from them too is it comes down to the art. I think the art kind of lays foundation for the types of people that it attracts. And nothing against other projects, but I would say the other projects, you can kind of tell the audience is maybe a little younger. There's a lot of memes thrown around. I think like if you hang out in the Craniums Discord, it's just really chill. It's just like a bunch of, I would say that it feels like it has a more mature vibe. It's less spammy. I think it's just a lot of people that are just chilling and enjoying the skulls,
That's what I like to hear. And, we have one of the newer collectors after NFT space here. Griffin, I don't want to misrepresent you right now, but you are rather new to the NFT space. Is that correct from what I was talking to you in the room a little bit?
I'm not going to lie. Cats were the first thing that I minted, and I was looking into the NFT space for a while before, and I had bought a thing like a blob, blob mob, but nothing really like any of these avatar generative profile pictures. Sadly, didn't get into the apes early enough, but once I found the craniums, I just fell in love with the art. I think Psyduck hit it right on the head there. The art is just very unique, and it's quality, and it draws in a ton of the people to this community, and that's what the NFT space seems to be, what it should be all about in my mind, and that's why I really like the community so far.
All right, so that's how I kind of got into the NFT space myself. Was the awesome community based around the CryptoPunks, based strictly almost on the Discord. When I was I mean, everyone started at some point, and I had no idea even what a MetaMask wallet was, even before purchasing a CryptoPunk. And I had some of the OGs in the space pretty much hand walk me through how to do it. And it wasn't because they wanted me to buy their CryptoPunks. They just wanted to bring another member into the community. And some of those people I talked to day to day, every other day, and they're still, some of them are the OGs in the space. I mean, I remember having conversations with Snowfro, talking about different types of attributes within CryptoPunks. This kind of, like you guys are saying, chilling, talking about the space. Now, you chase these wormholes or these rabbit trails, and it branches off into other things, just like these wicked craniums. So. Yeah. Steinach, how about you break down for any new viewers here, your particular wicked cranium that we have here? Because I mean, you got a king's crown right on your head.
Hail.
I mean, that's
king. Sweet. I got the king's crown. I got the only naked emerald. The hidden teeth. I think we mentioned in the last episode, but most people don't even notice the teeth, but they're unique as well. And she's just got a chill vibe, and he's very, he's unique, he's rare-ish, and he just stands out from the crowd, which is why I got him.
Yours has gold teeth, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so that is one of the rare attribute class. I think it works hand in hand, I don't know, or foot to mouth with your crown. I mean, it's just cool that it's this gold on gold. And then also for that particular emerald class, I mean, that's the only one that has that's naked. Is that correct?
That's correct. Even the shy eyes are interesting. It gives his face a little more of a innocent look rather than like a evil or angry look, which I kind of like. It kind of softens him a little bit, which is nice to me.
I feel embarrassed. I actually don't have your wicked cranium up here. If you don't maybe mind tossing it in the private chat, a link to. Bam, that was fast. All right, here's another one while we were right there. Griffden, what are your thoughts about seeing when you see an avatar like this? First off, I mean, were you someone who maybe? How did you get into the game, I should say? How did you start?
Well, I was a kid that grew up loving streetwear. So, I think I naturally gravitated towards a lot of the art because I think it would look great on clothes. And I think it is going to be some great merch one day once that comes out. But, this stuff is also very similar to tattoo art, which, one day I'd love to be covered in tattoos. I have a few so far, but you got to pay the bills right now. So I haven't got any more, but, I've even said after our first 100K USD sale, I'd get my profile picture tattooed because it's just very, very iconic, unique art that would just look great on a tattoo, I think. So that's how I fell into this kind of stuff. And that's why I like my guy you see on my profile picture. It's 4241. He's just a very basic cranium, I guess you could say. He's nothing special, but his aesthetic is on point. He's got the rose in his mouth. This is very rocker style.
Would you mind tossing your OpenSea?
Sure, yeah.
If you don't mind.
Of course.
I think that's the one that you have is pretty sweet. I don't want to age myself, but towards the end of Grateful Dead's career was kind of the beginning of my concert going career, and
very
that
cool.
one, and I Grateful Dead came to Soldiers Field for their last show, and wasn't a big Grateful Dead fan per se, but I did agree with exactly what you said. This would make great apparel art. It would make it is great art in general. That's why these NFTs are pretty sweet, and
I've seen a lot of people gravitate towards the roses, and I've even seen a lot of the comments about how this is kind of very representative of the Grateful Dead art in some ways, which is cool because, my parents were Deadheads in the late 90s, so kind of, I guess, towards the end of their tenure, like you were saying. But, it's something that just, is different, too. It's like the apes, they have their cartoonish vibe, and this kind of has that badass rocker vibe. You know,
That's interesting you
there's
said that.
plenty of rockers that do already seem to like it. I don't know if you heard that the lead singer from Avenged Sevenfold is a regular in our Discord now, and he's looking to do something with us. It seems so far. I can't figure out what, but he's in talks with the devs. That's for sure.
He's interested in talking, because you can always put multiple layers on these things. It seems like they've left maybe some holes in the contracts where you can maybe add some things to it, like you guys have been talking. And you know what, Griffden, what you were saying was very similar to what we heard last week on this very show, was how it's a more refined, mature look, as you could say, which is cool, and there's a cartoon look, there's a pixelated look. So these different looks are grabbing the different attentions of different collectors within this space. Mixed that with, you were talking about like tattoo art. And unfortunately, Twitter's not up and running for, let's see if it is. And I'm getting something went wrong, Arrow, but we had one. There was one in there that someone did get a tattoo of it, and
there's already been 3, I believe.
So I mean,
no joke. In the first week,
you're seeing it. We've seen it. I've seen a couple with Bored Apes. We're seeing it with Wicked Craniums, and I'm imagining these are people that are probably going to be hodling these things. I could not imagine. I'm not saying Sidek would ever get a tattoo like this, but I wouldn't imagine someone getting a glow-in-the-dark tattoo like this and then end up selling it,
No, yeah, there's a lot of people that, this is their first NFT, or this is just their first one that really spoke to them, because it is very different from what we've seen so far. So I think you're right. There's just going to be always be, I think, that group of people that are going to be behind the craniums. So we're already building that community. We just hit, I think the last number I heard was 3,065 holders, which is great, or even 3.1. It's what it's showing on OpenSea, which is always a little bit off, but
correct.
Yeah,
now,
it's just great to see this community grow.
Now, I notice in other communities that there's, maybe a little clubs that are breaking out. Psyduck, I believe you were a fan of the Rose in the Mouth. Is that correct from what I remember from last week?
No, that was the other guy. But
okay.
Speaking of clubs, one thing I am doing is I'm actually running a poker night for the Cranium. So next Thursday around 8:30 is when registration starts. We're doing a little poker night. Just first test run, should be really fun, should be chill. And the first of many events. There's lots of other little events, all community run, which is cool. But yeah, that's happening.
That's pretty sweet. I mean, if anything you want to drop in private chat, I can get it linked up here and put it in the little captions I have going on, or, feel free. I would love to retweet that. As a matter of fact, hit me up, because I do have some friends. I don't know if I should be saying this out. Yeah, I guess I can say it out loud. Friends that actually own CryptoPunks that are professional poker players. So we can maybe branch that out.
Yes.
And, we can up the ante, baby. What do you think of that? There's a
that
good
could get dangerous.
That could get really dangerous.
Speaking of up the ante, Nordic NFT got the first tattoo there. Thank you, Auntie Maddie. Guys, thank you very much for chiming in. And let's see, here's another one for you too. Psyduck, get Emerald King tattoo on your chest. There we go. Big fat.
It's really cool, so my story with NFTs is I started around early Feb, and I started it straight up in the kind of CryptoPunk world. I own 2 punks right now, and so I kind of straddle that community with this community, as well as a few others. I mean, as many as I can keep up with, but two's a lot already, and it's really interesting to just see the differences between the two. It's almost like the CryptoPunks are this OG group now, and it's really interesting to see these newer folks come into these communities, because it's kind of like rediscovering yourself all over again. For instance, the Craniums just launched their first liquidity pool and kind of tokenizing Craniums as well. And I think there's a lot of questions about what does that even mean? What does that do? How do you do it? And it's great, because it means that there's a lot of new people in this space, and they're learning things like liquidity pools and like NFT pools, and how to swap them around. And these are some complicated things to learn, right? But it's good, because again, like if you spend time in the CryptoPunk Discord at all, it's like these people have been through it. You know, they're veterans, and now we have a lot of newer folks coming in, and that can only be good for the NFT community as a whole, right? It's like we need new people in here, we need fresh faces, and to just help drive and help these people kind of come up.
You're correct on that, and that's one thing that I'm trying to bring to the space is just bring light to. I mean, I hate using the word projects because this isn't a project. This is a thing that's happening. People are enjoying it. There's art attached to it. There's equality attached to it. There's movement attached to it. There's community attached to it, and that's what makes it so enjoyable. You know, if it's not Wicked Craniums, if it's not Bored Apes, if it's not CryptoPunks, you know, people have their own collecting styles, and that's what makes it so unique. And about bringing new people in, that's the most important part of it because we're teaching them this new technology. I've been in the space for a little bit, but I'm still learning, and that's why I enjoy what I'm doing because I get to sit here and learn from you guys. I don't know much about this particular NFT. I've learned from, you know, you guys within the last pretty much week about, you know, what's happening in this space. And that's what it takes. It takes a community to do that because I try to aggregate as much information out to as many people as possible. But man, it's hard keeping up because there's so many cool things coming up. So I see on their website here, the Cradle. You guys taught this? You guys know anything about this?
Yeah, I can actually just show you a little snippet that we actually got from the devs in the Discord the other day if you want. It's really small, just tiny. Because you know, they're still working on it, and I don't know how much they can share, but they dropped this a couple days ago. Let me share my screen.
All right, I'm gonna share your screen. Is that cool? There's nothing.
Yeah, yep.
All right, putting your screen on. If that changes, let me know.
Can you see it? I'm just sharing my screen.
I got a shared screen.
So the Cradle is going to be starting off. It seems to be just like a place to write like a little like obituary or just story about your craniums.
On a second. When you go to your shared screen, go to Windows, and then I believe there'll be another one in Windows. If you go to entire screen, we're getting a mirrored effect on your window.
All right, my bad, buddy.
That's okay.
Dang technologies. All right, how's that look? I clicked on the one with what I'm looking for. There we go.
Action, nice. That's beautiful.
There it is.
Yeah, that was just a few days ago, so we don't know what it's looking like now. It could change quickly, I'm sure, because it's just a small piece of software right now. But like I said, it's just a place to go and write a little story or so about your craniums, and then we're going to see where you can take it from there. You know, they're thinking maybe this could turn into a place where projects could be worked on together.
This is awesome. This is so
messenger.
Cool. Almost like a little social network for craniums, or like an intranet for craniums.
Dude, that's sweet.
So
you know, this is the first phase of branding your own individual cranium, because what you can do here, you can post anything in there. It's like your own obituary. You can write what direction you're going in, what direction you're coming from, what you're looking for. I mean, and then you can almost from this, I can see the clubs breaking out already. If it's, you know, the rose mouth or the gold teeth or whatever. Man, that's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, and you know, their whole, you know, thought for this project is to make it very decentralized. So it'll be really interesting to see where the community pushes the devs to take this. So yeah, I'm excited. We don't know when it'll come out. You know, they're working hard on it. We barely hear from Derb, who's working away. It's Doob who's the messenger for him, essentially, because he's the marketing guy. But yeah, this is like a little message from Derb the other day.
And that's good. You know, you don't want to, one thing you learn is you don't want to overproduce or over commit and underproduce. And what they're doing there seems like a very smart plan of attack, because to slowly leak it out, you have fun with the situation. Get it out here like this. I mean, this is awesome. This is actually the intent of having a stream like this, is to bring this to attention of people. You know, I mean, I'm going to definitely take this snippet and I'm going to tweet that out probably tomorrow or Friday, and probably tomorrow and Friday, to draw more attention to the growth and the maturity and the evolution of this project. Hey man, thanks for bringing that's some pretty cool stuff. That's some like,
Yeah, of course.
I think the devs are taking this very
share
much kind of slower and more calculated approach, rather than, I think there's often the desire from the community and a lot of pressure, right, to like keep shipping or like win airdrop. But you know, I think like people have certain expectations, and it's important to not push that hard, because it can actually be somewhat harmful to a project if you do it too soon, right? And again, Cranium's hasn't even been out for like 2 weeks yet, so it's still early. Halloween is, again, something we're all, I think, super excited about. I think we're going to be planning a lot for that, hopefully. Another update, I think, Nova, that you probably missed was yesterday. Dube, the one of the devs, announced an update to the way the community wallet would be operating. So they're going to deposit 40 ETH into it. They're going to bring on a DAO or a community to manage it, and then also 1% of all OpenSea sales are going to go towards it as well. So
wow,
that's a lot of money.
Have that organic growth. You know, you saw it a little bit with Beanie, what Beanie's kind of doing with the punk comics, where, you know, eventually it's just going to be organically grown. So you don't have to do much. The developers will be able to step away. And it will always be there. It's not one person, like you're saying. It'll be totally decentralized, run by the community. It's going to be run by that obituary page. It's going to be awesome. It's perfect.
Sorry to interrupt. Have you heard of our community wallet that's planned?
Explain. Go for it.
So they're going to be doing a community wallet because they want to have a ton of great projects coming out of the Craniums, right? Tons of great derivatives, whatever it be. So they're going to start it with 40 ETH. And be putting 1% of all the royalties out of 3% towards it. And they're going to be starting some kind of council, or maybe it'll be ran by their DAO, or the DAO that'll be coming soon too, where people will be able to bring projects, and the council or DAO or what it be will be able to vote on what gets, you know, chosen to be a project that's supported by the main Wicked Craniums DAO or group or what it be, and some of those funds that they receive as profits will go back into the community wallet, and it'll just keep on rolling, just so we can try to get as many, you know, community members and artists that want to do their things with the Craniums as they can.
That's pretty sweet. That's pretty nice.
It's a good initiative. Yeah.
It's bridging everyone together, and that's exactly what you want, actually. You know, is just that bridge, that community. You know, very similar to, you know, I'm looking in right now. I'm actually multitasking right now, because we had a lot of messages in chat about this poker. So we had one from,
imagine that NFT community likes poker.
Yeah, how about it, huh? So I mean, Poker Pro. I mean, I can, it never hurts to ask anyone. Let's see. I'm click. I'm clicking too many buttons here. I need to find. There's the right one right there. Poker Night right there. General, is it Cranius? General Cranius.
Yeah, he's a guy in the community. He just he posted that graphic that I threw that into Discord originally.
That's pretty sweet. Oh, and it's hosted by you, huh?
Yeah.
Thursday, July 8th. So where's it run? Where's it run through? Where's it run at?
So we're gonna use clubspoker.com, which is a completely browser-based poker app, basically, where you can run tables. You can go to it right now if you wanted to. It's really easy to use. I've used it before for, you know, other friend groups, and yeah, Clubs Poker. Yep, that one. So it'll be run through that. Again, this is just the first run through, so it'll be very, we're going to try to make it easy. You know, we're just going to do single table tournaments with the 0.01 ETH buy-in, winner takes all, and we'll just run a bunch of tables, basically. And, we might have a little voice chat where people can, chat amongst themselves per table maybe, and then just hang out and chill.
That's pretty sweet. I was going to say I'm actually going to be out of town on that date, but man, you guys should maybe you guys can hijack my restream right here and just do it right on restream.
That'd be fun.
Right here.
Yeah.
And then all you do is you turn off your screen when your poker hand comes up, so then no one sees it. And then when it's ready to show your hand, all right, what do you got? Pocket aces, boys. Fork it over.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check everyone who who sends me the funds to make sure they have a cranium in their wallet. Like you gotta have a cranium, right? So we'll do that.
Do me a favor tomorrow. At some point tomorrow, what I do is I pre-generate like tweets that go out. Surprise, people. So give me a heads up tomorrow, and I'll definitely drop a lot of those poker players that I know that are double dippers, and I'll just put them in the tweet as well. And maybe one of them will get some eyes on the table and want to join.
Sounds good.
Roman right here looks like he wants in.
We could get some tables with different stakes going if people are interested in that.
That's that's some pretty good stuff there.
And yeah, I'm just doing it for the community again. So I'm not really doing it for profit or anything, obviously. So it's all just for the craniums.
I found that with this space, and particularly with right now with you, Psyduck. I've the second time that we've been together on a live broadcast. And I see it with the communities that I've been with. It's like kind of going back to the days when I was collecting baseball cards and comic books with, friends in the neighborhood, and you're having sleepovers, staying late up at night. And, it's like you're doing, man. You're getting your club, you're getting your community, you're getting your wicked craniums together. You're getting some poker going. It's excellent. It's a wonderful idea.
I played a lot of Magic the Gathering in my day, and NFTs in general remind me of that. It's just like playing the game, trading, just making friends, shooting the shit, talking, getting deep into, the game itself. And that's what I like about it. That's the fun part. So obviously, Magic also had the financial and economic aspect of it too, which was great. But, it's less about that, more around like, I built some serious friends around that community too. So I see a similar thing here.
But not only that, Psyduck, you're getting someone who, I don't personally know your background. You got 2 crypto punks. Griffden, I don't know if you have any crypto punks. It seems like you're maybe a little bit newer to the game, but what you're doing.
Oh no, yeah, working the way up there, hopefully.
But you know what? What's bridging that gap is something like this, where you can sit down at a poker table, and then who knows? Maybe you get some poker pros in there to.
You never know. Yeah, you never know who's on the other. Again, we have that rock star.
Getting to pump my bags. Let's go.
Well, that is the thing. You get a rock star in there. Get, and then all of a sudden his bandmates come in, and then they're inviting their fans in, and all of a sudden you're.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. The dude from Avenged Sevenfold was talking about taking his cranium onto a podcast with a dude from Limp Bizkit. And I was like, this is just so funny to see all this happening. He's gonna gift him one, I guess.
Well,
I was like, that's a great idea.
Yeah, it's the collecting community within it.
Yeah, I just had no idea that they were involved with the NFT space so hard. It's just very cool to see, and then you hear about Jay-Z and Tidal making moves into the NFT space. It's really exciting, all of it to see. Very, very quick development.
Well, let's see if I have it right here. Jonathan Little, I saw him buy a CryptoPunk. I know he's a CryptoPunk owner.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's him, Mike McDonald, Peter Jennings. They all own really great CryptoPunks, actually.
Yep. So, those are people that you might be able to bring to the table for some good old-fashioned fun. 500 ETH says, Griffden, what's up, my guy? So, there you go. You're getting some shout-outs right there.
What's up, man?
500 ETH is he's a dude that's designing some swag and merch and shirts for craniums. He's got some dope stuff.
Really?
Yeah, let me see if I
Really?
can.
If you want, I could ask him to send it over. We can maybe
Yeah,
take a
yeah,
look at
I
that.
would share that. It looks dope.
Hey, how about you just invite him on?
All right. Yeah,
You got
for
the
sure.
you got the restream right there. You know the restream on it.
Let me grab that.
You can just copy. It's in our DM, right?
Yeah. Okay.
How about bonsai? We in Jonathan Little's background. We got a bonsai. Das Fake says bonsai. 500 ETH. Is that his Twitter handle too?
Yep.
Yeah, that's him.
That's him.
Okay, I'll get that queued up.
Yeah, Twitter's having issues, huh?
Yeah, are you guys having it on your end or not?
No, I'm good, actually.
Nothing's loading on my end.
That's weird. I'm perfectly good.
Get
Yeah. You guys
All
got to
right,
fix your internets.
We're gonna try to pull on 500 ETH right now. I saw him. I mean, he's been jamming in here, and I think earlier today you were talking to me about a possible.
That was
pearl.
him. That was him. I was just waiting for him to shout me out and see if we could pop him in.
Cool, right on.
Yeah, he's got a good little situation. So his father's a graphic designer and he's an NFT collector. So perfect duo right there.
That's
Make
excellent.
some good shirts, some good merch.
One thing I saw at home on Crypto Slam, for the viewers at home, maybe something cool to look at. If you go up here on the top, it says sales and marketplace. You go in the marketplace, it'll actually break down per attribute, which is selling here. So that kind of helps me guide to see what different attributes in there. So what's the difference between like the O? Is that mean like the mouth is open on it compared to
Yes.
the non? Are you guys guessing?
Yep. That's exactly right.
So O open. All right. So what is Jin? Well, I guess we'll find out if I click on it. I'm trying to learn as I go here. Jin market probably be, what is a Jin attribute? To show a picture here. Oh, maybe not. So that's what I was trying to do, is trying to like look through some of these to see different attributes, different rankings within the attribute classes. Within the Wicked Cranium, different attributes, which I thought was pretty cool. I like digging into the little bit more significant ones here. That's why I saw this one was pretty neat. That was, probably selling at this price as well. I got a ding. It's like someone ring the doorbell. Let's see who it is.
Hey.
Hey, who's
going on, boys?
my doorbell? Hopefully it's not a living bag of poop. 500 ETH. What's going on, my friend?
How you guys doing?
I'm doing outstanding. I love the jacket that you're sporting there. All right, so you got apparel going on. So, you got the mic, you got the stage. What do you got going on?
Yeah, man. I just think, like you guys were saying earlier, I think the craniums sort of invite the idea of a lot of cool apparel ideas. They just look super cool. I've heard a lot of people in the community say that like streetwear, this fits, the streetwear kind of style really well. And my dad has done graphic design for as long as I've been alive. So I kind of just reached out to him, I basically give him the ideas and he puts it together. But I figured I was going to make a shirt for myself. And then I figured, well, I'm sure there's other people out there who might want the same thing. So I figured I'd reach out and see if that'd be something that people are interested in. And it seems like people are.
Well, that's excellent. And what we're going to do is we're going to, try to help you get some more people, getting some of your product here, because it's all it takes is one or two of these. All of a sudden, that thing's on stage with the famous rocker. It's at a poker table with a famous poker player. And, you and your dad are sitting there doing awesome things as a family, and in a good community, just trying to help others. And I love the look of those jackets that you guys have. That's some pretty sweet stuff. Let's see if I can pull up one of those. So for your apparel, what's the best way of people getting a hold of yourself to do that? DM you?
Yeah, honestly, right now, just Twitter. If if you could just reach out to me on Twitter, if you have any ideas or any questions about the project in general. But for now, I'm tweaking the designs, and then here, in the next week or so, I'll probably I don't want to give a definitive timetable, but eventually we'll start taking orders. But definitely on Twitter for now, or Discord if you want to reach out to me there. It's just 500 ETH on Discord as well.
That's some pretty cool stuff. I mean, just coming on, just quick whim like this, following the community. That's what it's about, getting the community members involved. I mean, I myself wouldn't have had, any idea about this, but then, Griffden, comes in, Psyduck comes in. They're kind of paving the way and kind of, showing, what we can do with these NFTs, which is great. We're getting into now physical attributes, not physical attributes, but actually something physical that you can get at home, to support your own brand, to show off something that's cool. What a lot of people, I think, kind of like Jay-Z and a lot of the famous people are doing is just showing that they're tech savvy, having these different avatars, up there. It's a status symbol. People are sick of showing off their real Rolex watches and their fancy cars. And this is the next metaverse space that they're attacking is the last frontier, as I call it, is the content is within, the fun stuff that NFTs have, like a poker night, like that's being promoted here, like getting apparel out there. Just even learning, from last week, Psyduck with that king's crown on his head, and then coming back on this week, just, creating a bond and a friendship like that. That's what the fun and the space in this community is all about in my mind. So what are your guys' thoughts moving forward? Psyduck, you're on the screen now. Well, I mean, we have the cradling for the obituaries, which is coming forward. We have a DAO aspect coming on. It seems like the developers are going to kind of develop and kind of let it just evolve on its own.
Yeah, I think once the community wallet comes online and we have people who are the gatekeepers of that, I think you'll start to see some really interesting things coming out of it. Because right now it's sort of on the two devs to push everything out, and by them empowering others and relinquishing a little bit of the control, it'll actually be good. It'll be great because number one, we'll be able to do more things as a community, and number two, there will be more voices to be heard, and that will only push the project further. So that's the next immediate thing that I think is coming on that I think will be a big change, because once that happens, again, having the budget to push projects forward and kind of do things that the community wants to do, that'll be huge. Longer term, I see like Halloween and whatever, what we want to do around that being big. And then, of course, longer term is what other kind of technical things we want to do, whether it's having some kind of, $ bones, kind of staking, burning mechanism like Punk Comics, or what kind of utility can we build with the craniums. Of course, that is a longer term thing, but something that I'm also excited about because, I think it's like, while the art is great, it's like NFTs are tech, right? And we can build smart contracts, we can build utility, we can build logic into these things. And so we should, because that makes them more interesting, more valuable, more interactive. And I think that's it for me.
Right there, crypto unknown. Imagine if we can play poker with bones. You guys have the same mindset right here. I've personally been involved in governance coins where people vote on the direction of different, whatever they're going to do, company in that case. I mean, this is something that could definitely happen. I mean, imagine tossing real bones in as you're playing you're playing with NFTs for NFTs on a poker night. That's just brilliant. You're playing with bones. Psyduck, awesome, man. I would love to promise more Wednesday nights, but actually the next 2 Wednesdays, I think I am out of town back to back. But maybe in
we'll double pick it back up. Yeah,
keep on doing stuff like this. Keep the community going, and I don't know. Maybe we do a little a cast like this, and we branch right into like a poker night or something like that. So
yeah, I'm down.
I appreciate it. Griffden, anything you would like to talk about, promotes, anything good, cool, interesting?
There's a cool dude in our community making these animated craniums. He's only showed a few snippets so far, but I could share my screen again and show you those.
Oh, I would love to take any type of inside information. I know 500 ETH wants to see it. I know Psyduck would love to see it. Got a
Let me
bunch of viewers
find
at
it.
home would like to see it.
There's a ton of really
There
just
we
really
go.
cool art going on.
All right, let me see.
There's a 3D guy.
All right, so there's
this is
this
a 3D
one
guy.
by Kinmei Hashi. I just found this a couple days ago. I don't know how long he's been making them, but they're pretty
There you
awesome.
go. Like
Oh,
that would be an
that is
awesome
pretty
toy
sweet.
or
So
something,
sick.
like a vinyl
I'm not.
toy.
I know he's probably talked to the devs already, but I'm not sure what they plan to do or what he plans to do or anything. But I would love to see him go on and maybe just make a derivative project out of this or something.
He
'cause these
showed
are just
I think he
great.
showed another post of it like actually animated as well, like walking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
let
think
me
it's got
see.
some bone boxers on or something like that. Yeah.
That one,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one, huh?
He's
Walking
a
around.
beast.
I,
He's a
I
beast.
can't wait to see the Emerald King walking around like that.
Oh man, I
Seriously.
think that's maybe a mini goal for you guys is to kind of get that collaboration linked up.
For sure. Yeah, you should reach out to him, Psyduck, see if he could get that arranged. Maybe that'll be the next model for him.
Yeah. No, I did. I was like, I gotta have him in this.
Of course.
I think he's planning on something else, which
You know what I'm
obviously
thinking?
respect.
I'm thinking give me a shot at that AR filter on the mouth. We can have that thing walking and talking.
That would be sick.
So
Yeah.
that's actually a part of the roadmap. That was the final thing on the devs roadmap is to make an AR app or some piece of software to throw your craniums into the world. So that'll be really exciting.
No, the only reason I have this box mouth is because the CryptoPunk, but there's definitely, I mean, the skeleton jaw would probably be even easier to do, to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
features out of it.
All right, that's
More
it.
natural.
Sorry, didn't mean to make some headaches
No, I
happen
was
right
I
there.
was staring at the screen. I actually forgot I was actually live streaming there for a minute. I thought I was just enjoying just surfing the web there. Thank you. That was awesome.
No, yeah, that guy did some awesome artwork. He got real lucky today too with getting one of those Twitter NFTs.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, got one? Wow.
Yeah, 2 people from the community did. There's a woman who's done a few poems for craniums and whatnot, just like their death stories, and she ended up selling one for 50 ETH.
Wow.
Who was it by chance?
Let me look up her name.
Wasn't Roxanne Darling, was it?
No, let me. It was not Roxanne. I don't know who that is. I would definitely remember that name.
How much did she sell for?
She sold it for 50 ETH.
Holy cow, that's incredible.
Yeah, and she just made a poem. Pretty awesome.
Like, I'm retired, I'm out of here. I'm buying my favorite NFTs for the rest of my life. It'd be something like that. Like, I would just sit there. That's
Yeah,
pretty.
let me see if I can find this.
It's just cool to see like there's a writers channel in the Discord, and it's just there's so many creative people, and they have so many ideas as to. I mean, there's some people talking about like short stories to write for each individual cranium. You know, like getting together a group of people who would be down for that, and then putting it all into one long book. Just things like that are going on. It's super dope.
Yeah, like, we used to do that. You know, we used to do that back in the days. We'd pass around a notebook. You just add a sentence to a story. So then, like, everyone just adds a sentence. So the story, by the time it comes back to you, it's just, you know, in a totally different direction that you thought it was going to go in, but you had to add that sentence in there, and it was just cool. And that's what you guys are trying to do, is just kind of streamline that communication link within its own. You know, within. There she is, right there.
Good for her.
Your Twitter's broken. That's shitty.
I wanted to see that. So come on. But you know what? We survived, and we survived tonight with with your guys' knowledge. 500 ETH. What do you plug your apparel? What's going on with it? What do you going to be doing with it?
Share your screen, man. Let's see it.
Show it off.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to share it, but I mean, nothing too much other than just, you can hop on over to my Twitter. And like I said, I'm just finalizing some of the designs. And then here, I think my Twitter's broken, but my pinned tweet, I think, is just one of the designs. But here within the next few days, I'm going to like start ordering the shirts and getting them to see them in person and the hoodies and just to make sure that, that all systems are a go, kind of like just making sure we're happy with the designs and everything. And then over the next 1 to 2 weeks, I would imagine that we really start to, get it rolling and start taking orders and stuff like that. But other than that, yeah, it's kind of just enjoying the community for now. Meeting cool people, staying in touch with cool people. Got a lot of stuff going on, like the poker nights, and it's just really cool.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm loving what you guys are doing with it. I still want to keep in touch, which we will. Plus I got to find out who wins this poker thing. So what we're gonna do, actually, if you guys don't mind just hanging out, I'm gonna cut the live stream here in a minute or two. Just hanging out because I want to talk actually something off air for a second because I have a good idea. I didn't want to present it to everyone live action here, but anything else for the good of the order, my king?
No, I think I've said all that needs to be said.
Beautiful. I appreciate it. Thank you, Sadak. I appreciate your time. Griffden, anything you would like to add to the space?
Just to get a wicked cranium now if you haven't got one. The floor is not going to stay low right now like it is. It's just the, day of liquidity for people. So we had a lot of people selling for really cheap on some awesome cranium. So yeah, just a little show there. But thank you for having us. This was great.
No
and
problem.
I look forward to the next time.
Awesome. And what I've kind of seen in the space a little bit too is, a lot of people who have 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 of a specific NFT, what they do is they start selling them off, taking profits. But what you really know is when the individual owners are starting to ladder up, when the people that have one or two start buying 2 or 3 because they're enjoying the space. And then what happens is those alphas that were there, they come back and they try to buy them back again. I've seen it time and time again with the punks. It's like the 4th or 5th cycle is happening with the punks. It's starting to happen with the apes a little bit where they're maybe cooling off, but those people will be back soon. You saw it with me bits. So it's just the general ebbs and flows and where the people go. But this is a quality project that's growing, and we see it even with other work. From 500 ETH, anything else. We're gonna have people kind of start tuning in. Sorry, my internet's broken over here. I can't get your Twitter handle up and going, but they can contact you if they need anything. Anything else for for our friends out there?
I think that's it. I would follow Griff's advice and say, if you can, pick up a cranium now. But yeah, if you just to stay up to date with the shirts and everything, just I guess follow me on Twitter. Because yeah, like I said, that's the best place where you can keep up with that right now. But other than that, I got nothing else to add other than thanks for having me, man. And thanks for everyone who listened. Yeah,
it's cool just pulling you on like this. That's what we do, is stream and restream. Well, all my aliens, apes, and zombies at home, this is Crypto Novo 311. Thanks for joining us on this Wicked Wednesday. I think this is the first time I've recorded in a Wednesday in a while. A lot of W's in that sentence, but we'll try to pick it up again, maybe in 2 or 3 Wednesdays from now. With that being said, I'll always end it the same way. Stay positive and love life. Peace.
Peace.